Hello all of my Kenvians and welcome to a brand new episode of Discovering Steven Universe. I'm going to try something a little bit different today. This is kind of a reaction, but not really. I'm going to be watching this episode particularly because of the character that intrigues me and apparently not a lot of people really like. So I'm going to be watching while recording, and then I will be stopping and basically giving a rundown of things as they occur. I don't know if this is something you all will enjoy or not, but hey, it's it's worth experimenting with at the very least. So let's get started with I actually forget which episode of Discovering Steven Universe this will be. It will be episode number 30 of Discovering Steven Universe, but episode 31 of the show Steven Universe. Keep Beach City Weird. Let's begin. If the intro song hasn't grown on you by this point, I mean, seriously, I don't know what to say. And I always love the little chibi eyes of Steven in a little intro when they're on the beach. Keep Beach City Weird. It's the weird guy! Okay, before it moves on, I just want to say the little Steven tag scene, hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I mean, I'll probably include the laugh there in the video. But while the scene itself wasn't that great, the little face-off between Steven Amethyst and Steven Garnet was just glorious. And I loved it. Continuing on. Oh no. Facts and books. Okay, I'm starting to see why some people might not like, I forget the guy's name, but you can't always trust books and facts, or facts and books, whatever. Oh god. Holding judgment on him until the very end, or at least I will try to. But oh goodness, that worries me. Oh, and aren't those little I feel like those are from something in a previous episode, or if not, there's a good chance that it's probably something that occurred in one of the gym's battles. Can only assume, since most of them take place on the beach, or at least they seem to. Okay, Alright, the guy just went from kind of a creepo for me to just being kind of hilarious. I mean, I'm pretty sure that everything that has happened there is because of the crystal gems. Two things. I mean, I know I mentioned the one earlier probably was from one of their battles, but I don't know where the red rocks came from. Again, I'm pretty sure it probably did come from the sky, but the flowers... Well, actually, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like they kind of look like the flowers from the It's one of the previous episodes. Basically, sort of like the living plants that Rose took care of, and Steven was able to bring back from ugly, angry thorns, or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, continuing.
Oh, we need to snake-proof the house! Why? To stop the snake people! Snake people? What's so funny about snake people? Look at this! That must be from when we fought those drill parasites on the beach. What? Well, what about this? That looks like pieces of that red eye that we threw.
The red eye!
What about this? Oh, it's the flowers from Rose's moss. Is all the weird stuff that happens in Beach City because of us? Well, yeah, obviously.
I knew it! Okay, I might actually just make this actual reaction video.
I think the snake people might have left it as a sign.
Yeah. Ronaldo?
Yes, Steven?
That was creepy.
Totally sure about the snake people just isn't what you thought it was.
Sure it is. Don't get so hung up on these minor facts. Truth is about more than that. Truth is a feeling in your gut that you know is true. Truth is searching for anything that proves you're right, no matter how small, and holding on to that, no matter what.
That kinda sounds like the opposite of truth.
Yeah.
Proof! This cast will show the true face of this conspiracy.
Snakes are real and we're puppeting a gomez.
That is adorable. Oh no. And he knocked him out with a potato.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Snakey.
Oh dear God.
Waveforms seem typical for a 12-dimensional being of this size.
Oh dear God.
Being vestigial.
Ronaldo? Is that one of the monster people you've been hunting?
No, not monster, Petey. Snurson. It's very scientific.
Put duct tape on the suit and didn't realize it's Steven.
For me, in case the amphibanoids turn my body into a host vessel.
Oh my God.
Petey, you gotta look at the big picture here. Something important is finally happening to me.
Oh, he represents so many things.
We know you have our Steven. Give him up, Curly.
You snake people, hiding like cowards in your false humanoid exteriors. Steven's got nothing to do with this. It's me you want. Oh!
Steven?
I completely missed where he got hit with while he was wearing the armor.
You forced me to use my ultimate weapon. Stand back. Psychic ghost powers. Activate.
Really?
Yes.
Everybody stop! I'm okay.
Your legs. When did they get to you?
Ronaldo!
It just isn't that simple. There's got to be more to it than just you.
But there is more. Steven is just a small piece of the puzzle. Look at this. I think it's gotta be
Now this is adorable.
things pulling the strings.
Level 8 beings are a worker society incapable of such organization. Whoa, wait a minute. How did I never see this before? I know what the diamond means. Polymorphic sentient rocks!
Well, he's not wrong.
It'll be better like that? Yeah. He's happy, you know? Yeah.
They're here to hollow out the earth!
Well, I mean, they're gems. Okay, wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, well, obviously I threw in some of my other thoughts in between. I feel like probably... Okay, I'm actually glad that I did it this way because I feel like, strangely, both my favorite and least favorite thing about this episode was Ronaldo. He's a very interesting character, to say the least. I mean, before, whenever they would bring up the blog, or it would just be like, you know, the Keep Beach City Weird, it just, I don't know, it seemed like this silly little thing, and it almost seemed like he was sort of following the exploits of the gems. But then this episode definitely gave the character some, I hesitate to say depth. That doesn't feel like the right word for some reason. Definitely added something to the character that is just really hard to explain. After this one, I hope they really do keep him as just a background character from now on. I hope he doesn't really take center stage at any point in the future. It may happen, it's hard to say. I mean, there's a lot of episodes for each season, and I still have like 20 episodes, I think, left for just season 1. And oh man, well, my issues with the character aside, I feel like what they came to there at the end makes some significant sense. Like, somehow Petey was able to steer his brother in a direction that makes things seem probable from his perspective. So maybe from now on he actually will be following the exploits of the crystal gems, because, you know, he referred to a diamond, he referred to polymorphic sentient rocks, which is essentially what the crystal gems are. They, I mean, as we know, they retreat into their gems. Pearl is a pearl, garnet is a garnet, or garnets, and amethyst is amethyst. And, well, Rose and now Steven were the rose quartz. So, I mean, he's not wrong. So basically he kind of came to the truth there, and I'm interested to see actually how much of what he said there at the end is actually the truth, perhaps. Or maybe what we'll find out is talking about how they're here to hollow out the earth, or they're coming to hollow out the earth. Was that like the original purpose of the gems before Rose and the crystal gems fought, or whatever? It's been a while since I've watched this show, so I've actually forgotten a little bit of the lore that they've mentioned. I should probably go back and rewatch them. But yeah, I'm interested to see how much of what he said there, other than obviously the polymorphic sentient rocks part, is actually accurate. And hopefully I'll learn some more about that as the show goes on. And those of you that, again, I apologize for the delay in getting this episode out, but those of you that have been following along, hopefully we'll get to find that out relatively soon. And, you know, if Ronaldo does kind of take center stage in a future episode, you can feel free to let me know. Don't, you know, give major spoilers or anything. Don't tell me the plot of the episode, but I expect it'll probably happen at least once. We'll see. But yeah, I guess this is going to be a combination reaction and review video. just for the fun of it, let me know what you all think of this particular format. It's kind of similar to another series that's being worked on. I might actually try and go with this more in the future if you're into it, but otherwise I'll go back to the original review segments, especially for episodes that don't particularly call for reactions. But anyway, until next time everyone, I am PapaKenn. Leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you thought about this episode and Ronaldo as a character. Let me know some of your favorites, your least favorites, and since I forgot to actually mention them, tell me some of your favorite quotes and so on and so forth. I would say probably my favorite scene in that entire thing had to be the segment in between Ronaldo going crazy, knocking Steven out with a potato, and then the Gems beating the snot out of him. So yeah. Anyway, I was wrapping up this video. Until next time everyone, I'm PapaKenn. Later days.